All right, it's recording. All right, so this is our normal Monday night Zoom. I really like Mondays because it gets the week off right. We have so many people that Monday, it's just like stigma that it's like a bad day because it's everybody goes back to work that day. And, you know, we just had Easter yesterday. And, well, for those of you guys that don't work weekends, you probably had a nice weekend relaxing and then you came back to work today. Or maybe you don't work full time you know, during the week or whatever. But I can tell you, I worked all weekend and I was exhausted. I was like celebrating Monday. I'm like, hallelujah, I get to have some freedom now. But I'm like, 99% of the world's the opposite of me. And Mondays, I feel like we always need a good restart, right? So I like these Zooms being on Mondays because it gets everybody's mind right and it starts preparing you right now for Fridays and Saturdays. I always think we have a good turnout on Thursdays and Fridays because most people get paid on Thursdays and Fridays, or like the 15th of the month, 30th of the month. Some get paid on the 1st. But anyways, you want to start preparing now, guys, for what is the end of the week is going to bring, what the end of the month is going to bring, where you want to be at by the end of the month, where you want to be at by the end of this week. Because every single week by Sunday, we have what we're going to have for our Tuesday paycheck, right? So what I do is I always try to break like my volume for like each week. I want to get my BV up higher and higher and higher. Because when I look back at my pay periods, I can see how much BV I did for that week and how much my pay was on for this week, where maybe I didn't sign very many people, or maybe I slacked off and I didn't get as many fast start bonuses or whatever, or I just wasn't enrolling. And I want to look back and say, was I consistent? Was I posting? Was I sharing this opportunity? Was I using the products? Well, I've thrived every day since I joined. And I can tell you, because of that, I consistently get people messaging me because they've seen me using the products consistently. You guys probably, if you follow me, probably get tired of my rest post. I post it almost every night that I'm off, because I take it almost every night that I'm off before bed because it knocks me out. Like seriously, like I sleep like a baby. And guess what? A lot of people can't sleep. So that's something that, you know, if you're not signing customers, I have to say, are you using the product? Because I honestly think that if you are and you're sharing it every day, you're going to eventually start to see people that are going to see you dripping on them. It's kind of like watching an infomercial. After a while, you got to order that New Wave oven or something, whatever. I'm totally a sucker. And I've ordered like crazy stuff that I've watched on infomercials because the results were so amazing that like I just had to find out for myself. And I think of it like that. Like if you keep on showing people when it's right for them and it's time for them, they're going to go ahead and jump on this. So I know, Aubrey, I had asked you to give some tips tonight. Do you care about going ahead? And I'm just going to mute myself for a second and let you kind of talk. But I kind of asked you ahead of time, so you had a little bit more prep time before anybody else did. I'm going to mute myself and then just let you talk.
Okay, sounds good. And if I start talking too much, just interrupt me because I tend to kind of go crazy on Zooms. So my name is Aubrey Lycona, for you guys that don't know me. I have been with Le-Vel for, 4 weeks now, and I hit 40K 3 weeks in. And a lot of people look at that and are like, how in the world did you hit 40K in 3 weeks? Well, you guys, I was in network marketing for 3.5 years before I came over to Le-Vel. So I have a lot of tips and techniques and strategies and how I keep businesses like this simple. And that is literally why I love Le-Vel in this industry. And I cannot wait to share with you guys some of the tips I have. So the art of duplication. This is something that I hope you guys have a pen and a paper and take notes, because when you take notes and write things down, I know for a fact that it helps you just get more out of it. So you want to really just focus on the art of duplication. Le-Vel keeps it so simple for us, you guys, to hit these VIP 800 and VIP 1600 bonuses. I have never seen a compensation plan like this in my entire life. And I was very successful in my previous business. So what we want to do coming into Le-Vel is getting ourselves to VIP 800. So how do we do that? You need to come in and sign up 2 promoters who upgrade their kits, as well as 2 customers who are on auto shipment and have a total of $800 in sales. So why do I say that duplication is so important? Think about this. This is something that stuck to me in my previous business, and something that sticks to me that I train down. So we go to 9 to 5s, right? And we work 8 to 10 hours a day. In network marketing, say, for example, you are super busy. We're busy with kids and games and husbands and our jobs and everything. Now, if you can find an hour or 2 a day to work your business where you are following up with people and reaching out to people, now find 4 people who are going to do that with you, an hour or 2 a day. There's 4 hours, even if it's an hour, that's 4 hours that your business is working. That is the power of duplication. Think about that. You want to train people to do the same thing that you're doing. So you do a power hour for an hour a day where I'm going to go through some things that I say, where you are working your business for an intentional hour. And now you find 4 more people to do that same hour. That's 4 hours that your business is working. Now teach them to do that. You guys, 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 2 anymore, or it doesn't equal 4 anymore. It equals 8 and 16 and 24, and it's duplicating down. And the next thing you know, your business is working 24-hour days, and you're only putting an hour a day in. Does that make sense? That is why I love, love, love network marketing. Now, to go VIP 1600, what you need to do is find 4 promoters who upgrade and 4 customers and have a total of $1,600 in sales. Now, to hit the higher ranks, all we want to do is focus on VIP 800 and VIP 1600. Because when we do that, not only is it creating momentum, right, and getting people excited because they're getting these $400 in cash bonuses paid out in the same week a lot of the times. You guys, what you have to do is get so excited about that, because you are not going to find income like that in your first week in any other business. I've looked at compensation plan after compensation plan after compensation plan, and it doesn't exist. So you have to get excited and share that with as many people as you can. If you don't have that excitement and that passion behind you, and you're not sharing it with confidence, a lot of the times what happens is people aren't going to follow you. They're going to be like, what is she doing? She's not confident about it. So be excited and share that, because what I know is that most people are looking for an extra $500 a month. And we can do that. If we can share how to do that in our first week, that is what gets people excited, creates momentum and duplication throughout our business. So I know that a lot of times fear paralyzes us, right? We get really nervous and scared about what other people think about us, what other people are going to say. So what you have to do is embrace that skepticism. I'm going to read some of my notes because I do get sidetracked because I get excited. Embrace the skepticism, and you have to get out of your own head and stop worrying about what other people think, because the only person that is in your own way of success is you. Nothing has to be perfect. I've only been in for 4 weeks, and I can tell you, you do not need to know a whole lot to be successful. You just have to get people into the system. And Lavelle does it so easy for us because people can join for free, you guys. They can create free customer accounts, which makes it so much simpler for us to do our follow-ups and to follow up with all those people that are coming into our cloud office. So keep it simple. In any industry, in any network marketing industry, you do not want to recreate the wheel. A lot of times what we want to do is create emails and create just like a packet of all this training stuff that we think we have to do, but we don't have to do that. The company does everything for you. You have to keep it simple. Do not try to recreate anything. Because building a business, guys, it's not easy. Building a business isn't easy. You have to put the time into it. You have to ask yourself, do you want hobby pay or do you want business pay? What do you want? If you want hobby pay, then it's okay to work an hour a day. It's okay to put it on the back burner here and there. But if you want this business to pay you like a business, you have to work it like a business every single day. Act as a professional. Read as many network marketing books as you can get your hands on. Act as if you were already where you want to be. If you want to be 40K by the end of the month, or 12K by the end of the month, or 4K by the end of the month, or 200, whatever your goal is, act as if you're already there. Because when you act as if you're already there and you have that confidence that I'm going to be 12K or I'm going to be 40K by the end of the month, and you start talking about that and sharing that with people and putting it on your timeline and talking about what that income is going to do for your family, or the freedom it's going to create, or the bills it's going to pay off, or the food it's going to put on your table, and you talk about that on a consistent daily basis, that is what gets people attracted to you. And that is part of attraction marketing, which I think Amanda's gone into that before, but I know for me, it's a lot of what I had put into my previous business and what I put into this business as well. You will not see spammy things on my timeline at all. I don't post my website link a whole lot, because the key to this business is building relationships with people and attracting people to your lifestyle. So what are you using? Like Amanda was saying before, if you're not using the products, guess what? Other people aren't going to want to buy the products from you. People buy people, right? They don't buy products. If they fall in love with you and your results, they're going to want to use the products, and they're going to want to do what you're doing. They see the lifestyle that you're creating for your family, or maybe, like, for example, for us, like my husband never has to work overtime anymore. And the only reason he even stays at his job, and everybody knows this, is because of healthcare. But we talk about that every day. And I talked about that for years in my previous business, about how it was giving us more time together as a family and what it was doing for us. And that is what got people attracted to what we were doing, because deep down, everybody wants that, guys. Everybody wants time freedom. Everybody wants to be able to spend more time with their family, or be able to go to their kids' practices, or be able to, go on field trips with their kids, or pay off furniture in cash, like pay for vacations in cash. Everybody wants that, but people are afraid of it. Some people are actually afraid of success, not even failure. Some people are really afraid of being successful, but you have to be that person. You have to be willing to go out there and plant as many seeds as you can with people, even if you don't even know what you're talking about. For me, like, I still am asked questions every single day because I'm so new, but and it just goes to show that you don't have to know everything. You don't really have to know much, except for knowing the product works, getting on the product yourself, sharing it with your own experience with as many people as you possibly can, getting those customers and those promoters in the system. And a lot of times what happens is Lavelle gives us we can sell 3-day mini experiences. Every single person except for 2 people. So far, I've sold over 80 3-day minis. Every single person except for 2 people have come back and told me that it didn't work for them. And the people who told me it didn't work for them, when I asked them why it didn't work for them, well, they were drinking. The one girl only did it for 1 day, stopped for 3 days, and then did it again. So there's always a reasoning behind it. So don't be afraid to have confidence in what you have your hands on, because when you have confidence in it, the rest is going to fall into place. When you have your own results and your own testimony, the rest is going to fall into place, and it's going to be really easy to share what you have your hands on. So a lot of people also ask me, how do I motivate my team? Because I have a couple people on my team that don't want to do anything. Guys, you cannot motivate other people, but you can motivate yourself, and you can motivate yourself and inspire other people by taking action. So the more action you take and the faster you work your business, the faster your team is going to work their business. They follow your lead. So be your own rock star. If you come in the business and you're not doing anything and you are expecting other people to just do the work and so you can sit back and look pretty, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Be your own rock star. Go after what you want, and your team is going to follow your lead by what you put into it. So that's another really important thing. So another thing, don't ask questions that haven't been asked. This goes into the whole throwing up on people, because when we are excited about something and somebody asks us, okay, well, what is this 3-day experience? What are you doing? What are you promoting? Don't throw up on people and tell them every single thing about every single product in 3-day experience and go on the laundry list of what the product can do for you. And, all the ingredients in it. Sometimes we get so excited that we just throw up on people and we lose the sale. So don't answer questions that haven't been asked. Keep it as extremely simple as you can. 1-word sentences, formulate a conversation with someone, and then just say, hey, are you ready to get in the system right now? So it's just making that ask and just being really clear about that. So let's see what else. I have a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is what I challenge a lot of people on my team to do. So ask yourself, what if you committed every single day to selling 1 3-day mini experience? What would that do for your business? Think about that. If you, every single day, you committed yourself, if you did nothing else for your business, but every single day you said, I'm going to sell 1 3-day mini experience, what would that do? Guys, that would be over 30 3-day mini experiences that you would have sold for the entire month. And what would that do for your business? It would explode your business. And if you started duplicating that down within your team would blow up. It would go crazy, but it is really keeping it that simple and getting the 3-day mini experiences in people's hands. Because what's happening for me and everybody else that is selling 3-day experiences and having people get on them, follow up by day 2 and ask them, how are you feeling? Or do you have more energy? Are you is your day, are you in a better mood? Whatever it did for you, ask that person, because 9 out of 10 times they're going to experience what you experienced. And if they don't, they don't. Who cares? Just move on to the next person. But a lot of times they're going to. And then you can say, okay, like you're going to want to either get your order in now, so that way you have your product when you're all out, or like, let's get you in the system as a promoter. Do you know 4 to 6 people who would want to try the products with you? Do you know anybody that's looking to lose weight? Plant those seeds in people's heads, because the more seeds you plant, the more you're going to sow. The greater your harvest is going to be, guys. This is a numbers game. If you are not willing to talk to people about your business and talk to people, if your mouth is closed, your business is closed. I'm sure everyone's heard of that. But if you're not willing to plant seeds every single day, you're going to have no harvest to reap. So you just have to keep that in mind. Let's see. What else do I have in here? I have lots of stuff, but okay. So always remember too, that like no one is born successful. Like you become successful by the time and what you put into your business, by educating yourself. Like network marketing you have to put in the time yourself. You have to go pick up a book. There's tons and tons of network marketing books that you can read. The Success Principles, anything by Jack Canfield, I would totally recommend reading. Eric Worre, he's GoPro. That book changed my business last, let's say 3.5 years ago. When I first read that, I had no experience in network marketing, but I read GoPro by Eric Worre, and then I read The Success Principles about a year ago. And those 2 books literally changed my mindset, because if your mind isn't right and you are constantly doubting yourself and you're constantly thinking that, gosh, there's no way I would be able to, there's no way I can do this, then you're talking yourself out of it. Everybody can do this. There's nothing special about me, a man, like there's nothing special about the people who are in this industry. It's just the work we put into it, because we have the vision. We know what it can create for our families and for our lives. And when you start seeing that and you start helping other people get those $500 paychecks, and you have people messaging you like, oh my God, I just made $500. That is what we're in it for. We're in it to help other people. And you guys, you can't go anywhere without helping people. So if you're in it for yourself and not for anybody else, I'm telling you, you're in the wrong business. Network marketing is about helping as many people as you can get to the top with you and make money with you. And that's what makes it fun. And that is what creates your own success. So there's lots of different ways to launch your business. Try to get as many free customer accounts as you can. Amanda, you can interrupt me at any time, because I think other people might be talking too, and I don't want to like go over every single thing. But do you want to interrupt me?
No.
I don't know who else is talking, but I don't want, like, I literally have a book of notes.
You keep on talking. I don't think anybody's going to stop you. They're hearing all good stuff from you. You're filling everybody up full. So
okay.
I love it. Keep going, girl.
Okay. So go out and set a goal for yourself. So what's today? Today is Monday. So set a goal for yourself, big or small, whatever your goal is. Like my goal this week is to get another 50 free promoter accounts. So split 25 free customer accounts, 25 promoter accounts. Get those things, get that in the system. Set a goal for yourself. So maybe it's 10. Maybe you want to get 10 customer accounts. Maybe you want to get 20. Maybe you want to get 100. But set that goal and write it down, because if you don't write your goals down, they're not going to happen. What's the saying? It's like, if you fail or plan to fail, fail to, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? If you plan to fail, I don't know, whatever. But anyways, once you get those free customer accounts, what you want to do is invite everybody to like the Lavelle page. I have never seen a network marketing company's Facebook page that is so inspirational. And what is so nice about Lavelle's page is the majority of the stories on there are from customers, guys. They're not from promoters that are just promoting their story because they want to make money. It's from customers who aren't making a dime off of the company. And to have something like that is so powerful and so inspirational that we have those stories where we can send our free customer accounts onto that page and just tell them, hey, go read through some of those stories and like come back to me and let me know what you think. And majority of the time what's going to happen is when they get on that Le-Vel page and they start reading those stories for themselves. And key example is my brother. He was a huge skeptic of my last business, wanted nothing to do with that at all. He got on the Le-Vel team page, started reading story after story, and he was coming back to me telling me about some crazy stories about these ladies who had really bad anxiety and were on the 3-day experience and ended up going to the grocery store and like felt better than they had in years. And it got him excited about trying the products. And it does that for a lot of people. When you see story after story after story from customers, not from promoters, from customers who aren't making a dime, that is powerful. And that gets people excited about trying what we have. So I encourage you to do that. Try to get a couple people on that Le-Vel page every single day. And when you do that every day, that is going to make you successful. It's the little things that you do every day by the end of the month is when you're going to have that boom because you have been working all month long. So little things that add up to big things. Share a story from the Le-Vel page onto your own team page, but copy and paste it. I always copy and paste, take out the last name of the person so they can't go look them up. But share stories. I share a lot of my own like personal stories though about like how the product's making me feel. But if you don't have a product testimony for yourself yet, or maybe you're pregnant and you can't use the products, or you have a health issue and you can't use the products, it doesn't mean you can't be a successful promoter. You can still copy and paste other people's stories to get attraction to you. Same thing with lifestyle picture posts, which I was talking about. Lifestyle is so key. I don't want to say don't, but I'm saying don't. Don't put up statuses that are all just pictures of the products. If you want to attract people to you, you have to show people that you're using the products, that you're making money. Hold up some cash in your, cash gets people excited. They see cash in your hand and you're like, even if it's $25, you just sold a 3-day mini experience and you're like, this $25 I just made and this is going to pay for my gas in my car today. Like, thanks Le-Vel. Like I just sold a 3-day mini experience and now I have $25 to put gas in my car. Little things like that. There's so many people out there that would die for an extra $25 a day or 50 or $100 a week. There are 75% of people, 3 out of 4 people are living paycheck to paycheck. And that is a proven statistic. And they're one paycheck away from losing everything. And a lot of people don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the money that they don't have, right? It's because it's embarrassing for a lot of people. Things might look really great on the outside, but on the inside, people are struggling and they're buried in debt. And it's up to us to go out there and talk to as many people as we can about how network marketing can change their lives. And if you don't have the confidence that network marketing can change your own life, then how are you going to influence other people that network marketing can change their life? So really think about that. Do you want to put the work in to gain the confidence and be so excited about what you have your hands on that you can go out and share it with other people? Because when you do that, as soon as that light bulb goes off and you have that aha moment where you're like, oh my God, I just made $500. Like, I'm going to go show my best friend how to do it, and my sister and my mom and my cousin, because I know that they need that extra money and I know what it can do for them. And the number one thing people fight over is money, you guys. Money. Like, yeah, money can't buy, a lot of people say money can't buy happiness, but money can change your life because you need money for everything. So go out there and share. Okay. So, and then it's that the major thing is going VIP 800 and VIP. I'm not sure somebody's not muted. Here. Mute her. Oh, I don't think I can. Amanda, can you mute that? I think it's Sarah.
I'm trying. It's not letting me.
Oh, there we go. No worries. And then again, it goes right back to that duplication. Duplicating VIP 800 and VIP 1600 is the most brilliant thing I've ever seen in my life. Le-Vel is literally, what they do, you guys, is they make it easy for the people coming in, like the new people coming into this industry. That is who they favor. They want people who are coming in to see success right away. And that is what creates momentum in a network marketing business. Not favoring the people at the top who are already up there, who know what to do and already have a ton of money. It's the people at the bottom who need this. And that's what Le-Vel creates. You can come in and make over $1,600 cash in your first week. That is unheard of. So get excited about that and share that with people, because when you're a rock star, that is what's going to attract other rock stars to you. So some people are probably like, well, what do I say? What do I say to people? When you introduce it to somebody, just say, you know what, I really want to get your feedback on something. Like, can I send something to your email? Like, will you check out my website for me and let me know what you think? If you have nothing else to say because you don't know, that is all you have to say. Can I send you my website? Can you let me know what you think about it? Can I send you a video? If I sent you a video, would you watch it? I really think that you are an amazing person and you're like really smart about it. Like, this is what I said to a couple people who are my cousins who had no idea, hated my other business. But I was like, you know what? I think you're really smart. I think you're really intelligent. And I really want your opinion on this. Can you please check it out for me? That's it. You don't even have to tell them what it's about. Just say, can you check it out for me? And then send it to people, and it sparks interest. When people when they even get on our website and watch that like 2-minute video that pops up, when people watch that, they're like, what the heck is that? And then you can just click on the 8-week experience. And I use voice memo. For every single person that I am formulating a conversation with. I use voice memo in Facebook. So if you haven't been using that, use that. Get on there. People want to hear your voice. If they hear your voice and they hear that you're excited and that you're passionate and that this is truly changing your life and it's making you feel better and giving you more energy and it's giving you a clearer mind, they are going to want it. But if you're just trying to type out paragraphs, people are going to get overwhelmed. They're not going to want to read a full paragraph. They're going to get they're probably going to ignore you. They're going to read it and never respond. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of people on here. Use voice memo. And it is a game changer, guys. It's a game changer. Just a lot of people are afraid to pick up the phone. They're afraid to talk to people. So if you're one of those people who are like, you know what, I'm not getting on the phone with anybody, use voice memo. People want to hear what you have to say. They want the same results as you. They want extra income as well. They're just scared. They're scared. So it's our job to help ease that fear of joining something new. Because what I say to people, I'm like, guys, this is our life. You live once, make the most of it. If you are struggling and you're working 60 hours a week and you never see your baby, don't you want more? Don't you want something else? And a lot of times people are like, yeah, I do. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when you can make that, relationship with people and really what you have to do is create an emotion, in order to get people to join you. And even as a customer or as a promoter, you have to create an emotion inside of people. You have to make them feel like, oh my God, I need this. I need this in my life. And anybody can do that. Anybody can create an emotion, but you have to be emotional about it yourself, right? You have to be so excited and so passionate about it yourself that you are creating that emotion with other people. Get down on a deep level with people who are struggling and be like, girl, run with me. Just trust me. You've been my friend for X amount of years. Trust me, this is going to change your life. Give me 6 months. Gosh, in this company, give me a month. Give me a month and I will show you exactly what you need to do to make an extra $1,000 a month. What would that do for you and your family? Get them at answering questions. What would $1,000 do for you and your family? What would being on products and having more energy, and I was a pot a day coffee drinker. Literally, I would get up, have 2 cups of coffee every single morning, go through my emails, and then around 2 o'clock, I'd have another cup of coffee. And then usually around 3:30, I would go out, go to Dunkin' Donuts or go to Starbucks, get another coffee and come home. You guys, I don't even drink coffee anymore. So when people see me that I don't drink coffee, they're like, what the hell are you doing? Because you always have a cup of coffee in your hand. And I don't drink it anymore because I don't even want it. So it's just find something that you like. Amanda loves the rest. I'm sure people are probably like, I need the rest because I see you using it every day. So yeah, you might look at somebody's page or look at your own page and be like, oh my God, I keep repeating myself over and over and over again. But you have to do that because just like she was saying, it is like an infomercial almost. If you keep saying something over and over and over again and you're like, this is working, you need to get on this, that's what's going to make them want to try it too. All right. So another thing that you can do is send your referral link. Here's a video and website I set up so you can learn more about Thrive. Then send your link. When you have any questions, let me know. And this is all stuff from Thrive. This is from the company that they gave us. So you guys I can post this and you can read through it. But when people have questions, utilize 3-way calls. I cannot stress this enough with my team. And they're actually been really awesome about utilizing this. In my previous business, I can tell you, we didn't do a whole lot of three-way calls in the beginning, even towards the end, and it definitely put a huge damper on everything. Utilize the three-way calls. If you have anybody, if anybody on your team has somebody who has a question or is thinking about trying the products or thinking about promoting the products and being a part of our team, get them on a three-way call and make sure that they know that they have that available to them. Get on a three-way call. Just say, hey, do you have time? A 10-minute call. Do you have time to get on a 10-minute three-way call with me and my sponsor? Or call them up and be like, hey, hold on a second, and then merge your leader in, get on a three-way call. So guess what? They're kind of trapped. And then have somebody start talking about it, because it's that power in numbers. If you have two people who are so passionate about something against that one person on there that's kind of like a little bit hesitant is probably, this deal is probably going to be sealed by the end of the call. So three-way calls are super, super, super important. All right. Do you want to cut in? No? You want me to keep talking?
No, you're covering. And I do want to add though, with the three-way calls, it doesn't have to be like me. It doesn't have to be, it can be somebody that you saw that had a powerful testimony, somebody that you saw that was exactly like the same thing that your person is struggling with. You know, say you saw it on the team page and you saw somebody asking and you're like, for example, Lacey can relate to people that have had, you know, like Lacey had thyroid cancer. So people that are asking about Synthroid and asking about some of these things, that's one of their big concerns. Well, I mean, somebody that doesn't even have a thyroid, I think would be a great person to get on the phone with you while you're doing that. You know what I mean? Or, you know, like a sideline that maybe like for me, like you have somebody that's asking you about rest, but you've never tried it. And, you know, you're like, I don't know, but hey, Amanda seems to love it. So let's see if Amanda can jump on a three-way call with me real quick. Guys, three-way calls don't need to be like 20, 30 minutes long. They need to be like 10 minutes long and boom, you're done. The questions. The only thing I will say about three-way calls is that knowing the person should at least know what the heck you're getting on a three-way call about. I've been on some calls where they didn't even know anything about the business at all. No. Mm-mm. You have to realize that you need to be respectful of the person's time that you're asking to get on the three-way call. They're respectful of the person that you're on the three-way call with, your customer, your promoter, because they don't have all day either. So they don't want to, you should be doing the groundwork and the homework before you get on that three-way call so that you know, like what questions you need to ask and so forth. Sometimes you'll be like for me, I just want a real quick rundown. Like you tell me what it is that you need me to go over and I'll just like boom, 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 shoot it out, ask the person if they have any questions, what I can help them with, what I can give them comfort with, and then just close the deal for you if I possibly can. But you know, if they don't know what to ask or they're just kind of like, I don't know, I'm getting on this call because I was told I was going to get a free 3-day give or a free experience or something, then that call is not going to be very worth your time. I'll be honest. It's not going to be worth your time because that person's just trying to get a free experience. So make sure you're wise about the way that you're setting up these calls. You're setting them up because you want people to get to try the product because you want them to fall in love with the product, not just, you know, you to be their supplier, to be honest with you. And also, if somebody's coming in and they want to be a promoter and maybe they are coming from another company, maybe they've never tried network marketing ever before, but you've seen somebody that has never been in network marketing that's brand new to network marketing and you see they're killing it, getting them on a three-way. I had somebody from a sideline team the other day message me and ask me, hey, would you care to say something in a message? This is a really cool thing to do. And I thought this was really smooth of him. He had never been in network marketing before, but he had somebody that was in my previous company. And he asked me to just say a little blurb about why I decided to take the leap of faith and come to this. He says, okay, I'm going to forward this to her. I was like, that's genius. That's genius. So you're even skipping out on a three-way call there. He didn't ask me to get on a three-way, but he asked me to give a little blurb, and then he just literally forwarded that message to that girl and let her listen to it to hear why I decided to take the leap from where I was to where I came. I thought that was a pretty good idea. So you could even do something like that. You could shoot somebody a message, ask them to do a voice recording or something, and then just forward that to the person so that they can hear it from that other person's voice. And three-way chats also. I like three-way chats too. Those are always good for answering things. All right, Aubrey, you're killing it. Like, seriously, you're hitting all kinds of things that I've not covered. So
I didn't even know that you could send voice memos. I didn't know you could do that.
yeah, you just hit the little the forward button on the side of it.
Well, that is brilliant.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And that's what I do for files too. I send like when I tell you guys that I don't ever write things out, you probably think I'm just being lazy or don't want to answer you. Donna, I just sent you a picture. This is a prime example of how Amanda answers questions. Amanda, do you have a picture? Do you have the comp plan wrote out? And I say, here, this is what I send. And anybody that's ever asked me that knows I either send you a picture or I send you a file. Like, literally. If you ask me about a product, I send you a picture of the product with what's in the product, what's in the description. And you guys, I don't get asked these dumb questions that, you know, I see some of these people asking all the time. And you guys are like, what do I say to this? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't ever answer those questions because I just send them the product information. And honestly, it gives people what they want. They want to know what's in it. They want to know what this is doing for them. They want to know how much is this, is that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how much of everything is in stuff. I totally like ran with this blind. Like I had no clue, none. I knew that I liked the way the product made me feel. I knew that I could help people make money and I ran with it. You know, have you ever heard that term, ignorance on fire? That's me. That's when I finally decided to run with my last business. I was ignorance on fire. I just ran with it. I did whatever it was that anybody told me that was going to be successful. And Aubrey's given great tips, the three-way calls, making sure you're having the Lavelle fan page, sharing your testimonies, getting that out to people, knowing that I posted today, Brooke had shared a little blurb, what to focus on. You need to focus on the yeses. You need to focus on the people that are showing up, the people that are on your team that want this, not the ones that are complaining every day and making excuses every day and whining every day. I am not like, I'll be honest. I don't do good with whiners. Please don't be a whiner because I want to like all of you. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, you need to find solutions because honestly, it's what's going to make you stronger. You need to be able to learn how to search, Google, go on to your support tickets, teaching your teams to send support tickets, guys. You are going to end up with a team of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people at one time, at some point in time. Do you want to be the go-to man all the time? You can't be. You simply cannot be. You have to learn how to find answers and teach your team to find answers. I know you guys probably get tired of me saying send a support ticket in, but here's the thing. If you send a support ticket in and you find an answer and you're satisfied with that answer, the next time you have a teammate that asks you a question, what are you going to tell them? You're going to say, send a support ticket in so that you can get a really good detailed answer for that. Sometimes I might already have a solution. The thing is that sometimes stuff has already been asked on the team page, and if you just type it into the search on the team page, it pops right up. And you don't even have to wait on a support ticket because it's right there. And asking questions is always, always, always better than just kind of assuming that something is the worst. You have to get out of the mindset of assuming the worst, assuming that nobody's going to join you, assuming that you're going to fail, assuming that this just isn't for you. Don't assume that. I'll just tell you, in nursing, we have this thing, never assume, because it makes an ass out of you and me. Right? I'm sure if any of you guys have heard that term before. So just know that if you stay positive, you stay optimistic, you stay consistent, you are going to build your business. You are going to sign customers. You are going to have people that trust you guys. When I joined this company, I did not have a whole bunch of people that joined me right away, okay, from my previous team or anything like that. However, because people watched me and followed me, they trusted me and they decided to join me. Okay. I didn't have to ask them. They just came to me and decided to join. And that is because they saw me being very consistent over the years. They saw me pouring into it. They knew that my heart was in the right place. And if I was doing this, then there was a reason. And I can be honest and tell you guys that vulnerability goes a long way. Okay. Being vulnerable and sharing your experience is really going to be something that you can't replace your own testimony. There's nothing out there that can be as powerful as what your testimony is to your audience. My testimony might be powerful and touch somebody, but your testimony to your audience, you're the one that they trust, they know, they follow. So what you do is ultimately going to decide who's going to join you. What do you think about doing? I wouldn't. First, you're not supposed to have groups with Lavelle until you're 200K. So I'm not. I don't necessarily think you're allowed to do a group like that for free promoters that haven't bought a kit. But I could say maybe do a chat for free promoters, but I would keep it very small because as people leave, I'm sorry, I'm answering a question over here in the corner. I get real sidetracked. You could do a chat, but I would only do a couple people in the chat at a time, because what happens is that when people start leaving that chat, then it puts like this negative connotivity on it. Kind of like when you have a team chat and people start leaving, everybody's like, something's wrong. No, nothing's wrong. That person just either didn't like chats or they just decided this wasn't for them. A lot of people, 90% of people throw in the towel before they break through. They have a big breakthrough. In fact, I'd say most people throw in the towel right before they have a big breakthrough. I hope that makes sense. But I would keep it to small little chats, Joni, if I were you. Like maybe 3 or 4 people, like make it a mission. Like this week, I have 4 spots for people that want to get started, and then teach them how to maybe sell stuff maybe on yard sale sites, not Thrive Experiences on yard sale sites. Just want to clarify that. But I'm talking like stuff you have sitting around your house, or selling the mini experiences on Facebook, like on your main page, talking to people and so forth like that. Anybody else? Aubrey, you got more stuff?
I mean, I do, but I think it might be for like a different, I don't know. I mean, I can keep going if you want me to, but it's 9:45. Guys, like, this is why I don't do Zooms, because I can be on a Zoom for like hours.
Yeah, that's okay. Does anybody have any specific questions or anything? Because it's 9:45. I say it's about like 45 minutes. This is a ton of information and great stuff. Because here's the thing. We've got until the end of this month. We've got a lot of people. I don't know if you guys have posted about this new DFT that's coming out. We don't know anything more than what you guys know. And that is just creating the hype around the product. I can tell you in the past, one of the big keys with why they were like, get those free promoter accounts, is because the free promoter accounts are probably going to be prompted to set up an auto ship. And then the people that have the auto ship set up are going to be the first people to be able to order the product. I'm going to be honest with you. That's exactly what they did with Expand. If you had an auto ship set up, you were going to be able to order. Does that mean that your auto ship has to run? No, it means that your auto ship has to be set up. So that means that people are, how are we saying guaranteed then? Because that's what we've been told. That's basically it. We know no facts. We just know that it's been saying that it's guaranteed just because that's what we've been told. So you can say what you want. We don't know any specific facts until afterwards. We just know that we've been told that it was going to be something that was guaranteed, and they were very serious about it. What I'm doing is I'm posting that, and then I'm saying, okay, listen, I want you to be on this email list. If they are a current customer of mine, I'm jotting their name down. If they're not a current customer of mine, I am sending them my link, telling them they need to get signed up as a free customer, so that they are the first one to be able to get the email, because the company will send out an email to everybody that's signed up as a free customer, that if they have an auto ship set up, or they, the information about the product. So you want those people to get that. And it gives you a good follow-up list of people that are showing interest. That makes sense. But Does anybody have any questions about going into the rest of this week? Because honestly, like, I would love to see some of you guys hit 4K by the end of this week, and 12K by the end of this week, and 40K, and so on. Like, you got to go into the mindset that that's what you're going to do this week. Has anybody got a goal to go 4K this week? Anybody? Like a serious game plan goal? All right, let's do it. I got to look and see. Right? Amy, you got this. You guys gotta go for it. You gotta get a game plan. Come on, you guys aren't being too excited tonight. Like, I gotta get some energy going on. I just worked 3 midnight shifts in a row and like came off of hell week, honestly. It was bad. But oh wait, what's that number? Is that 200K? You're killing me, Lacey. I'm gonna have a heart attack tonight. But all right, guys, seriously, unless you all have something that you want to add, anybody at all? Oh, come on, Lacey, you feel like you got to talk. I know you got to talk. You got this, girl.
Hi, guys. I need to get an internet extender at my house because when I sit in this chair, which is like my work chair, my videos cut in and out and it's so annoying. But yeah, anyways, what I've noticed for me personally and everybody that has come to me, which I'm not a pushy person, I hate it. I hate feeling pushed. I'm kind of a yellow in that aspect. So I usually will let people know what I have or whatever and then just let them figure out, and then I'll check in every once in a while. But the majority of the people that come to me, they're just like, oh my gosh, I love how raw you are. I love how vulnerable you get. I love, how honest you are. And like, I don't come off salesy. And so if you look at your Facebook and all you see is like, buy this, buy that, I need a customer, I need a promoter, blah, 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 and you're not seeing anything that's showing you as a person, then you're kind of missing it. You're missing the mark because just what Aubrey was saying, you're selling you. And people want to be invested in your life. And so when I'm sharing things about, my 6-year-old and my 3-3-year-olds, people are like, oh my gosh, you have 3-3-year-olds? How do you do that? I'm like, Jesus and Thrive. Like, that is my answer. I use Jesus and Thrive, so it's just, and then I always relate it back to the product. How are you doing this? Oh my gosh, I say something silly and then I'm just like, Thrive, y'all. It's like my life. I don't know how I get anything done without it. So I think using the products is huge. If you have not used the products, oh my gosh, get them in your hands. How can you sell something that you haven't used yourself? You don't know what to tell people that you felt or anything. Buy a mini experience from somebody or just something. Get something in your hands because you need to try it. And you need to get customers in your enrolled in your back office so that you can start getting product credit and earning these products for free if you can't afford it. If you can't afford it, you better be hustling to get it for free every month so that you can use it, so that you can grow your business by sharing your own testimony, because that's how you're going to grow. And that's how we're all growing so fast, is because we're sharing our personal testimonies. So I'm not going to talk for hours, but be you. Don't try to be anybody else. Amanda is her own person. People gravitate towards that. I'm my own person. People gravitate towards that. Aubrey's her own person. People gravitate towards that. Jamie is her sarcastic, hilarious, kind of shithead self. Am I allowed to say that? Shithead self. And people gravitate towards that because she's amazing and she's Jamie. And then Amanda and Aubrey and me, we're all very, very, very different personalities. But that's okay, because you're not trying to market to everyone. You're going to get the people that love you and want to be in your life and want to be invested in your story. And that's okay. So just be you and be unapologetic about it. And that's all I got. That's what I got. So be genuine and authentic, and people will really love that. And that's how you're going to grow your business. Network marketing, that it's relationship marketing. You have to love people in this type of business or you're not going to be successful. So
I did want to add something really quickly, just because I was asked, like in a private chat just a second ago, how are people getting motivated if they know that like the bonuses, like the rank advancement bonuses, will be over at the end of this month? Okay, from experience, in my previous experience in network marketing, there were bonuses and a lot of people lost them. Okay, I don't want anybody focused on just getting the bonus to get to the bonus, and then you turn around and lose it, even though you can get it back the next month. I want you guys focused on what that weekly pay is going to be, what that weekly pay needs to be for you, because you can make, without the 200K bonus, guys, I'm still making close to what I'm gonna stop the recording for a second.